DC Studios has really blown up. I mean, think about it. They got their first two projects out the door, The Penguin and the Christopher Reeve story, Superman. Both have gotten rave reviews. Critics and fans have loved both of them. James Gunn posts on his Instagram stories, "Good start for DC Studios. Quality is our priority. Incredible. Hashtag the Christopher Reeve story." He posted this on September 21st. Got 100% tomato meter, 35 reviews. He's proud of this movie. He's proud of how good of a job the filmmakers of this documentary did, and that it got 100% after 35 reviews. He's saying it's incredible. Yet you have people like Grace Randolph's on her burner account. I don't really know if it's that. I just think it's funny that people say it is. They say taking credit for projects he had no involvement with. You have S for Hope, because that's not a Snyder account. He actually is taking credit, LOL. Where is this taking credit? This is where things it's getting to a new low. It's getting out of hand. It's getting ridiculous. First off, it's an exciting time for DC Studios. Their first two projects out the door have done really well, critically and fan reception. But the Christopher Reeve story wasn't made by DC Studios. You're right, it wasn't. It wasn't made by DC Studios. Do you want to know how many studios will go out and buy movies just to distribute them? Pretty much all of them. Pretty much all the studios do that.
Because I got to tell you the truth, folks. I got to tell you the truth.
They'll find studios, production companies that don't have a lot of money. Production companies that don't have a lot of money will go and find big studios. They want bigger studios to buy the movies, to distribute them. That's what they want to have happen. That's what festivals are for. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when independent filmmakers take their films to, say, Sundance or Cannes, and they go and show off their movie at these festivals, one of the reasons why they do that is so somebody will buy the movie to distribute it across the globe to a larger audience. I get it. That doesn't mean that that studio made the movie. That doesn't mean that that studio put the money into the movie. That studio knows that. Those producers know that. But there is a skill. There is a skill set that is there for these studio heads to go and find these movies. To find and try and buy these movies to distribute them. Because you can go and buy any movie. You can go and buy shitty independent movies. But it's going and finding the good films, the good movies, and putting your brand on it, your studio's brand on it, and then it being a hit. In this case, with the Christopher Reeve story, it's kind of a win-win. It was an easy want because it's Christopher Reeve. It was Superman. He was Superman. So it's an easy want for DC Studios. But that doesn't mean it was easy for James Gunn to go, "Hey, we want this movie. Here's $20.
All right, give me the money."
No, they had to negotiate. They had to make a deal for this to happen. Because the documentarians, they were careful in making sure that they got all the rights, all the necessary documents done so that they didn't step on Warner Brothers' toes in making this documentary. That way, they could have released it without Warner Brothers' blessing, without DC's blessing at all. But DC, Warner Brothers, they did the thing. They went, they did the work. They fought hard to get the rights to distribute it. And that's what they did. They got the rights to distribute this movie. Now, James Gunn saying good start for DC Studios is not saying that, hey, we made this movie. Not even a little bit. But just like all studios that go out and purchase films to distribute, yeah, that's a good start for DC Studios because they went and got a damn good movie to distribute. That's a good job, James Gunn. That's a thumbs up. Now, let's look at The Penguin. The Penguin, on the other side, was produced, was executed, was filmed pretty much entirely under DC Studios. In that case, yeah, James Gunn has every right to be proud of that show. Now, did he write it? No. Did he direct it? No. But he's the head of the studio that was in charge of all of that. He could at any time go down, look at the dailies, look at what's going on, go on set, give his opinion, give input. And he very well could have, and we don't know. He could have done some of that. Now, he stated that the best move for him, because of the world they were building, was to let them do their thing. Let Matt Reeves do his thing. And sometimes when it comes to being a good manager, a good studio head, whatever it is, because let me tell you, I'm a manager. I've been a manager for many years in different scenarios, in different corporations, in different businesses. Sometimes the way to be a good manager, not always, but sometimes the way to be a good manager is to let your employees do what they know how to do. And sometimes the way to be a good manager is to know when to step in and help them, to lead by example, or to just do. In this case, with the Penguin, James Gunn felt that it was best to let them do what they know how to do. And as of episode 1, it appears to have worked. So again, absolutely. Bravo, James Gunn. 2 home runs this weekend with DC Studios. Is he taking credit? Christopher Reeve's story? No. Is he taking credit for Matt Reeves' The Penguin? No. He's excited that 2 projects are coming out of the studio that he is co-heading are doing so well. Now, these are the same people who 2 years ago, not even, criticized him because he gave notes on the Flash movie. Gave notes. Oh my God, he gave notes to the Flash. Oh, that movie is a failure because James Gunn put George Clooney in the Flash movie. That's it. He's going to take complete ownership of that garbage. It's all his fault. There's nothing that this man can do for these guys, this cult, these people, whatever you want to call them. There's nothing that James Gunn's going to do to make them happy. So at this point, we've discovered now that there's no bar that can be set. There's nothing that can be done to appease these people. So why do they even bother? Why do they even care anymore? Why don't they just go away? If they're so obsessed with James Gunn, go watch his softcore. No, it's not even softcore. Go watch his hardcore porn cartoon on Netflix. Go watch 2 guys taking it up the ass on Netflix in animated form. If that's what you want to watch, go watch it. Nobody is watching it. I can tell you that. Nobody's talking about it because nobody cares about Zack Snyder. But if that's what you want to, if that's what you want, go watch his shit. Nobody is. Not even you. But you say that's what you want. Meanwhile, people are excited about what James Gunn is doing. People are excited about what's coming from the DCU. But all you people can do is sit here and criticize and blame and get mad at James Gunn for being excited about 2 projects that came out. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's time to grow up. It's getting out of hand. That's all it is. It's getting out of hand. You're destroying the DC fandom. You're making it not fun for new people to want to come into the DC fandom. And that's the worst part about it. For fans who sat there and said artistic integrity and accountability over entertainment and AFSP and we're better than those people who blah, blah, blah. No, you're far worse. You're far worse. You're the worst kind of fan there is besides Star Wars fans right now. You are the worst kind of fans there are. And there's no coming back from it at this point. If you continue down this path, there's no coming back from it. None.